Shalom, family trendsetter. All praises be to the Most High Power Hashem for allowing us to see another day. Now, I'm using a handheld device that doesn't have that much memory on it, as well as the audio might be a little bit distorted, so please bear with me. Now, I want to show y'all something real quick to what's happening in Minneapolis. Now, a lot of y'all been paying attention to the protests that's going on in Minneapolis. A lot of y'all see a lot of so-called white people amongst black people protesting as well. A lot of y'all are happy to see that. But let me just say this for the record, right? Everything that you see is not what it appears to be. A lot of these so-called white people that you see that's amongst us protesting, these are paid agitators, okay? A lot of times you see in communities such as, like, for example, in Baltimore, where I'm from, right, with Freddie Gray's situation, you had paid agitators go into CVS and set it ablaze. You had people looting that wasn't a part of the original protest. Now, a lot of y'all might not believe me, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to prove it to y'all. Now, before I continue also, I want y'all to pay attention to your screen right here. That's the military, the National Guard. That's what they're going to use to implement martial law. I told y'all in many videos that these devils are going to create a scenario, right? Problem to get a reaction and to find a solution to put us in total lockdown. Now, the CVS so-called virus, I thought that would have been it, but shit's about to get real. There will be a race war and there will be martial law declared here in the United States of America, the corporation. Now, what I was saying earlier about they haven't paid agitators, don't take my word for it. Listen to what this reporter is going to say. And with that, I say shalom.
Telling people that they need to disperse, pushing people back from this location. And again, just a show of force that we have not seen. The smoke behind us is from a building that continues to burn. There were a number of buildings, not just the police station here, but also local businesses as well. This is a shopping center, a suburban shopping district, and buildings all around us were torched, were set ablaze by people who were here along with the protesters. Now, I think it's important to note, as you look at these scenes of destruction, I was out here throughout the night with our colleague Sarah Seidner. There were different groups of people here that were conducting what we saw. You had the
Okay, family, I apologize. Now pay close attention to what he's going to say. Listen.
people that were protesting the death of George Floyd. They were doing so peacefully. They had signs with them. There was another group that was setting this building behind us ablaze. They weren't part of that group of protesters, and then yet another third group that were busy looting the nearby businesses. So what I don't want is for all of this to get lost and people to assume that everyone out here on those pictures that we saw, that they were engaged in some type of violence. That was not the case. One thing that we do know is that police last night opted not to conduct arrests, not to show force, not to send in the fire department to put this blaze out. And I think the reason is, as we talked to experts, is that they knew that a show of force by people in uniform could possibly turn deadly. Their calculation likely being to let a building go rather than possibly lose lives. But now the cleanup begins. We were, again, our experience was much different than that of our colleague, Omar Jimenez. I've talked to a number of police officers since I've been here. I can tell you I was a lot less polite than he was. Watching that video of his arrest, obviously he was very polite to police officers, nevertheless being taken into custody. They've been here, talking to us. I identified myself a number of times as a member of the press, and yet I'm still here. So again, police officers moving in,
Yeah. So they let the white boy exercise his freedom of the press, but they arrested the Hispanic guy. Go figure. Family, it's time for us to wake up, get armed, protect your family by any means necessary. At the end of the day, you only have one life to live on this motherfucking prison planet, and you have to defend this shit. Do not, and I repeat, do not put your guards down. There will be a race war to come. Your commanding thief is instigating this shit. This is only a pretest of what to come. So let's get this straight. The CNN reporter was arrested. The Spanish CNN reporter was arrested for doing his job, but the white boy was allowed to conduct business as usual. Yeah. Shalom.